Greetings, YouTube. So there was some controversy involving the Hallmark Channel, a wedding commercial, and Million Moms. Now, the Hallmark Channel put up an ad for a wedding service that showed two women who were just married and they kissed each other. This got the socially conservative organization known as A Million Moms, an offshoot of other socially conservative organizations, all upset. They clutched their pearls, they complained, and Hallmark yanked the commercial, which the Hallmark Channel is now apologized for and is reinstating the commercial. The Million Moms had actually put forth the idea of boycotting all of the Hallmark Channel completely, and my reply to that is bye-bye. Now, first of all, I highly doubt there actually are a million members of the Million Moms. It's a really catchy name, though. It really is. It's right there. It's going to be repeated again and again and again every time the organization is brought up. It's a bit of marketing genius. It really is. Whoever came up with that should be given a round of applause, even though they are a morally bankrupt, socially conservative person, because this organization doesn't do anything except push a socially conservative narrative, which is a disease, which is the greatest threat to us as a species that we've ever seen. There's nothing that is more dangerous to humanity right now than social conservatism. It holds us back. It oppresses lots of people. And it's just not useful. It doesn't push us forward. It doesn't move us forward. It's about, at best, staying in place, and at worst, regressing to policies from like the 12th century. And we need to eradicate social conservatism. We just don't need it. And groups like A Million Moms, again, I don't think there's a million members in the Million Moms, really are doing nothing but hurting people. If your socially conservative worldview, which is, in this case, being based off of theistic lines, if your worldview is that some people are unworthy of civil liberties and human rights, you're morally bankrupt. There's no defense of that. And if you declare, well, it's traditional values, then those values need to be thrown away, whether they're tradition or not. We don't need them. Values that say that some people aren't worthy of being treated like human beings are not values that we need to maintain or propagate. So I'm really glad that the Hallmark Channel's decided to put that commercial back in place, because there's no controversy. It's two people getting married and they kiss at the end. Excuse me, at the end of the ceremony. Apologize. Yeah, I've been there. When I did my marriage ceremony, when I said my vows and my wife said her vows, we kissed. That's how it works. So what does it matter if the two people involved are a man and a woman, or two women, or two men? It doesn't. Unless you're a bigot. And then it matters. And I guess we should applaud the Million Moms organization for their honesty. You're telling the world you're a bigot. You're being very forward with your bigotry, prejudice, and intolerance. But you're not helping humanity progress towards a more open and healthy society where everyone gets to enjoy the same civil liberties and human rights. And I feel very bad for any children you're raising, because they're going to have to unlearn all the propaganda that you're currently feeding them. And some of them won't. Some of them will grow up to be the next generation who are propagating bigotry and intolerance and prejudice. And that's going to be your legacy. Bigotry. That's your legacy. That's not much of a legacy to leave behind.